Hi everyone, and welcome to day 29 of the first 30 days. We are nearly there. Today we are looking at the financial summary section of our projects. This is where you are able to keep track of what is happening financially with your projects, money in, money out, how much profit you are making on the project, purely on the platform without having to go into your accounting software. It's right in front of you all the time. And this part is so important when it comes to running a successful design studio. You need to be on top of your figures all the time. And so we really have tried to make sure that this information is at your fingertips all the time. So let's get started. As always, make sure you start your time tracking. So today we are looking at the financial overview that you're able to have of your projects inside More Time to Design. So as we have been doing for the last few days, make sure you navigate to a project and then the project financials blue box. So from there you'll see the three buttons that we've been using over the last couple of days, where you've created purchase orders, supplier invoices, and client invoices. Here you'll see the overall total of your schedules. So you have kind of a summary of all of the schedules that you've got set up, the overall client price, and the overall markup that is included in that overall client price. And then you also have the totals here. You're able to view the breakdown of that particular schedule here as well. So you're seeing that here, and you're able to export that to a CSV document. Once we go back here, you'll see that if we scroll down a bit further, we have our invoicing summary section. And this is such a powerful tool, as it allows you to keep across the financials of your projects without having to go into your accounting software and run complicated reports. It's really straightforward to very quickly see where you are up to. So as you can see, we have project client invoiced, which is A. So that is the amount of invoices you have sent to the client. So if we scroll down here, it's all of the invoices that have been sent to the client. Then we have the total of client invoices paid. So as you can see here, those numbers are the same. So this client has paid everything that we have invoiced for them. Then we have the project supplier invoices paid. So this is showing us how much money we have spent on the client's behalf. So if we look at the supplier invoices section, all of the ones that are paid are totaling up here. And then the last figure here, which is the really important figure. So a couple of things that this number shows us. One, it shows us that we still have client funds available to purchase on their behalf. It also shows us at the end of the project that this figure should equal this figure, because after you've invoiced the client and you've paid all the suppliers, all that should be left is the markup that you've put on for the client. So this figure plays a really important part at multiple stages throughout the project. The best way to use this is really to keep track of where you're up to. If you know you've got deposits or balances that need to be paid coming up, keeping track of where you've got money sitting is really important. It's also a really great flag. If you're in the red, you know you've got to invoice the client more. Another thing over here is that you're able to export all of this data from the purchase orders, the supplier invoices, and the client invoices into a CSV file. It's simply a matter of clicking on Export to CSV. You select which one you want to export out, and you'll get a CSV file with that data on it that you're then able to manipulate further as need be. One last thing I wanted to show you was around these drop-down menus that are in the schedules. So as we've been going through entering the supplier invoices and the invoicing out the clients, these have been automatically changing over. So just to refresh your memory, with the general one, when the client approves the item in the schedule that we sent them through the web link, this drop-down menu changes from draft to approved or rejected, depending on what they how they went. When with this one here, the client one, when we invoice them and then we mark it as paid, this one pops over to paid. When with the supplier one, when we log a supplier invoice and we mark that one as invoiced, that one is paid, then invoice paid gets popped over. You're then able to obviously come in and, when an item's been delivered, you can change it over and do all of those kind of things. These drop-down menus are another really powerful tool, which is helping you stay on top of your projects without having to go back and do that manual entry. Just that automatically changing over is so helpful. So have a play around with those financial summaries and seeing how these drop-down menus work in terms of when you invoice and when you log a supplier invoice. And that is the end of day 29. I will see you tomorrow for day 30, our last day.